Here comes Justin Bond. And here comes Scott Robinson. And just like that, we're moving into top comp. Just like that. And top comp, kind of like we do a stock and super stock combo. Well, this is top dragster and top sportsman combo. See how fast you can go and dial them in. The guy in the left lane is Justin Bond. He is the JB and JBS equipment. Not only is he a hardcore racer, but he is also a big-time supporter here at the racetrack. Appreciate that very much. Scott Robinson over on the right side. Posted Farms, JS Power Sports, and he's got the Rad Torque Systems guys on the side of that. Another big supporter of the titanium strip here in Michigan. Whoa, how about Justin Bond drops donuts? Colt Marin over on the right side. The Top Gun team here on the left side. Top comp, by the way, the 8-mile mark is where they call the finish line. You see the cones sitting on the walls down there. .452, 151 miles an hour to the 660 stripe. 499, 136 over on the right side. Juniors come on down. Junior Street from round number 1, lanes 3 and 4. Junior Dragsters, lanes 1 and 2. Judging by the number of junior golf carts out in front of the tower, I'd say everybody's there. I'm telling you, the beauty of the juniors. You usually only have to call them once, and that's that. Hey, alcohol cars. Oh, attention in the pits. Alcohol cars, you are on standby. As I mentioned earlier, we're running smoothly along ahead of schedule, and we would really like to keep it that way. So if you guys and gals will be sure you're ready, we're going to be calling you up a little bit early. Jason Field, how about the Chevelle? Ritchie Racing Engines helping him out down there. It's all a nitrous purge. Wow, that was interesting. Both drivers like pulled in, then pulled out, and then pulled back in, and now let's try this one more time and see if we can get both up on stage at the same time. .522 comes up for Mike Kenworthy. A little bit of a wacky issue down there with the two cars, both of them like pulling in and then backing up and then pulling in and then backing up, and then the timer went off and counted out the left side. So James Rutherford now rolls in over here on the left. I love the Willys on the right. Can't read the name off the side of the window. In, down, and away. Those guys both driving it all the way out to the scoreboards, even though the finish line is down there at the 8th mile. 518, 132 on the right, 481, 145. In the left. Here comes Darrell Baker in the truck. Aaron Young in the dragster over on the right side. There's not a lot of things more difficult to excel at than 8th mile bracket racing. One, the shorter racetrack makes all of the cars more consistent. And two, you've got less time to make a decision. When you leave the starting line trying to decide, did I hit it? Did I miss it? What do I got to do down at the stripe? And you just don't have a whole lot of time to think about it. That's one of the reasons I was never very good at it, because it takes me longer than that to make the wrong decision. I know I'm going to make the wrong decision. It just takes me more time to do it. Anytime I tried to do anything in the 8th mile, it always came down to 508 on the left side for Darrell, and Aaron goes 511. Anytime I tried to do anything in the 8th mile, it came down to, okay, what do I, and then the race was over. But it usually makes for very close, very tight racing. And that's what makes it fun. It's fun, I tell you, fun. I think that's Jerry Sarah's trying to read it off the side of the car over here on the left side. That's Greg Godey on the right side. Man, did that thing hit the tire. Holy smokes. Jerry's car really rattled the tire there when he cut it loose. Still goes 574 to 124, 491, 138 for Greg over on the right side. What do you think of Dale Phillips in that pro modded out, stretched out 67 fastback Ford? Looks like the Jang says, what says on the window over there, the Camaro in the right lane? Fun little interesting Ford Chevy matchup coming at you right here, right now. .528 comes up in the right lane. That'd be the Chevrolet. 473 comes up for the Ford. 473, 143 miles an hour, run down the 8th mile. That thing is quick and fast. Wow, closed circuit for the Emmons Motor Company down in South Texas. Thanks for the note. If there's racing being streamed somewhere on the web, it will be on the screens at Emmons Motorsports. Here comes Dylan Howe. Dylan in the car here over here on the left side. That thing is stupid fast. It is a Pro Charge. If you look at the car in the left lane, doesn't it look like something's missing? Right, because the blower's like right on the front of the crankshaft. Dale Phillips over on the right side. I'm sorry, John Christensen over on the right side. Dale Phillips just went down the racetrack on the left side. But Dylan, after they make this run, they're going to have to hustle back, get Dad's car ready, because alcohol cars are not that far away. $3.99 for Dylan. 184 miles an hour to the 8th mile. $3.99. What are you looking for?
And that's going to do it for Super Comp and take us into Top Comp. Top Comp going to feature for our opening pair, Colton Morin and Adam DeYoung. Adam DeYoung behind the wheel of the white 67 Camaro, tower side. And Colton Morin in the dragster, right side. Colton Morin, trip zip with a 5. Gotta like that. At the 8th mile, stops the clock, 4:98. Adam DeYoung, 5:29. Now Scott Robinson and James Rutherford. So James Rutherford from Wembley, Alberta, in the right-hand lane. Want to give a welcome back to the Rutherford family. We haven't seen him out here at Mission in a little while. Robinson, left side, turns it red by 9th out. Then goes 4:89. Rutherford gets there first with a 4:80. That's going to bring up Jason Field and Terry Langdon Davies. Terry Davies, left side of the racetrack in that beautiful black and purple Willys. Now Terry's been racing since 1969. He's now in his 56th year. Jason Field for Ritchie Racing Engines, Greenlight Auto Sales, Induction Solutions, Hughes Transmissions, and Menser Motorsports. Or Hutch's Transmissions, sorry. TLD, solid with an 0:18 reaction time, then 5:18 through the 8th mile. Jason Field with a 5:48. Field with a little bit of a bobble shortly after the starting line. Car should have produced a better number than that. Now Mike Kenworthy, Daryl Baker. So Top Comp. It's kind of like two classes put together. Top Sportsman and Top Dragster. Now if we go back in time a little bit, Top Dragster and Top Sportsman kind of evolved from Top Comp. Top Comp was basically like a fast Super Pro class. And as it grew and evolved, the decision was made to split it into dragsters and door cars. Well, at the National Open Series, we go back in time a little bit and put them all back together in one class and call it Top Comp. So Daryl Baker with a 5:04. He initiated that pass with a 0:05 reaction time. Kenworthy with a solid 0:23 initiated 5:22. Now a couple of dragsters. Jeremy Soares in the right lane and Cody Baker over here in the left. High River, Alberta in the left lane. Terrace, BC in the right. Cody Baker, 008. Then 452. Jeremy Soares was 032. Then 465. Jan Christensen rolls up beside Greg Dowdy. Greg Dowdy in the Rad Torque Systems. Black and red dragster, right-hand lane. Christensen 17, Dowdy 026 at the finish line. Is Christensen there first? 455, 151 miles an hour. Greg Dowdy goes 491 at 138. Now Aaron Young and Dale Phillips. Dale Phillips from Chetwynd, BC. And then stretched out 67 fastback Mustang. 700 cubic inches under the hood. Aaron Young, big block Chevy powered dragster, tower side. So Dale Phillips arrived second, however, posted the better ET, goes 470, 146 miles an hour. Aaron Young, the dragster, was 509, 134. Now Dylan Howe. If I was to take a wild guess, I'm going to say he's going to be the quickest car in the class today. Look for something in the very low 6-second range. Well, if he was running quarter mile. 4 seconds exactly, 183 miles an hour in the 8th mile.
Juniors, come on down. I know I told you a minute ago to warm up, and it looks like some of you not only warmed up, you warmed up the golf carts, but juniors, both junior street and junior dragster, to the lanes, please. All right, top comp, let's go 8th miling. The yawning yellow yak. I feel vindicated. I just realized that was Amy that sent me the yawning yellow yak. I'm sorry, Amy. I just knew it. I knew it. I knew there was a yak out there somewhere. Adam DeJong on the left side. James Rutherford in the right side. Dialed into the 8th mile. Check it out. Race is about 5 seconds long. You got to make the right choice. You got to be on the tree. You got to be on the number. You got to make a good choice at the stripe. And guess who did the best job? That's going to be James Rutherford. Reaction advantage by a thou. 83 on an 82. Wow. Adam DeJong goes 30 on a 29. True margin at the finish line stripe. 2 thousandths of a second. 2,000 at the stripe. Colton Morton going to get the solo run here. Colton, was supposed to have run Justin Bond, but if I understood correctly, Justin's daughter Amber got married today. Well, she's like 10, right? Oh, it wasn't Amber that got married, but they had a wedding to go to. Okay, you're sure it wasn't Amber? April, I'm sorry, April. I knew it had an A in it. So with Justin not here to face off, Colton is going to take a free ride. I'm trying to figure out what the 789 is. There's no way he's dialed 789 to the 8th mile. See, that thing can run 789 to the 8th mile with a transmission out of it. 5 flat to the 8th mile. That's more better. Of course, if he knew he didn't have anybody to race, he probably just didn't change the dial. Because I think he's double dutying. That's Jan Christensen now in the left side. That's Daryl Baker over there in the truck on the right. April. I'm going to have to remember April. I don't want to make Justin bad. He was one of the reasons that I'm here. Of course, he's not here. He can't hear me. There's no way he went to a wedding and has got like the live broadcast in his ear. Well, wait a minute. It is Justin, so maybe he does. Handicap coming up here. 1 bulb. Exactly. Okay, 1 bulb and 1 hunt. Daryl Baker in the truck. Better leave first. Better, oughta, should. They sat there and thought about it in pre-stage like 3 times longer than the race is going to be. Both of them get away on the green. Dragster pulling up alongside the truck, and that's going to be a winning move. Dialed 454, goes 455. Daryl Baker, dialed 505, ran 506. Margin to stripe. Well, the difference at the start was the difference at the finish. Reaction time made the difference. About 3 hundo. Pro ET, you're on standby. Pro ET, be warmed up and ready. Judging by the golf carts in front of the tower, I would say all my juniors are there. Judging by the 2 on the starting line, I'd say that Cody Baker on the left side and Aaron Young on the right side are ready to get after it. And they're getting after it, and this baby's over. That baby was over about 150 feet. Something not right with Aaron's car. Slow on reaction time, slow to 60 foot, way off the dial, and Cody Baker just went blasting by. Now it's Scott Robinson on the left side. Jason Field in the right. The Rad Torque machine here in the left lane is going to get a slight head start, and then Jason's going to be feeding nitrous to that big old Chevelle. Trying to catch him. Just a little less than 2/10 is going to be the handicap. And the wind light going to come on for Scott Robinson. Scott goes 91 on an 88. Jason goes 69 on a 70. Still couldn't get there. Both drivers missed the tree, but Scott didn't miss it quite as bad, and he's able to hold on for the win. That Willys is awesome. That thing is really awesome. Finish line stripe. It's going to be Jeremy for the win. 465 on the 465. That's what we call right on the money. Honey. Had the tree to go with it as well. Hey, just a reminder, if you are under 16 years old, the only thing you're allowed to drive at Mission is a junior dragster, and that's on the racetrack. And of course, a junior streeter. If you are under 16 years old, you can't drive the golf cart, the quad, nothing with wheels. Please and thank you. It's not another one of the Jeep golf carts. Those Jeep golf carts are cool. I have zero use for one, but I want one. That's okay. I have a lot of stuff that I have zero use for, so that's just me. Dylan Howe over on the right side. Greg Doherty over here on the left side. Dylan now 4:01, fastest car in the class, and he's not going to get it done. Wow, he got dumped on his head down at the other end. Dylan had the reaction advantage, got there first by 4 hun to break out by 9 thou. Gene Doty goes 491 on the 490. And that was good enough to make it happen. And this looks like it's going to be our final pair because I do not believe the two in the water box are going to be running in top comp. As a matter of fact, I'm certain. Mike Kenworthy on the left side, Dale Phillips on the right. Both drivers away on a green. Pontiac left, Mustang right, wind light, Pontiac. 522. Dale Phillips runs dead 7 on the dial, but he missed a tree. Left it back here at the starting line, and Mike Kenworthy taking care of business. You know, like taking care of business every day, taking care of business. And just like that, we are in top comp. Pro, come on down. We need you lanes, please. Pro to the lanes. Pro ET, come on down. Top comp. One moment. We need to do a little computer reset. James Rutherford with the windshield and the doors. Jan Christensen without. Little Ford Probe's going to leave first. Told you. Both drivers get away on the green. Both drivers get away on the identical green. And check this out. Getting there first by 12 thousandths of a second is Jan. Breaking out by 2 thousandths of a second is Jan Rutherford. 83-0 on the 82 for the win. 53-7 on the 54 for the not good enough for Jen. Now it's Jeremy Soares left. Greg Doty right. Jeremy whooped up on his dear old dad just a round ago. I think if he comes home with a trophy, he might be forgiven. If he doesn't come home with a trophy, he might be having Thanksgiving special at Denny's. You guys have Denny's up here, right? You know, like when mom and dad don't invite you to Thanksgiving? Winlight, he's staying alive, Jeremy. 67 on the 65. 93 on a 90 comes up for Greg after they are 2 fouls separated in reaction time. 11th foul at the finish line. Now it's Mike Kenworthy on the left side. It's Colton on the right side. Taking a little extra time, looking for that second bulb on the Christmas tree. Now we're finally ready to go. And off and running we are. And the Winlight going to come on for the door car, Mike Kenworthy. 21 on a 20. Was holding a couple of hundred in reaction time at this end, and ran 21 on a 20 and slammed the door in Colton's face down there. Pro. You should be in the lanes. Please. And we've got a final pulling into the water box. But first, Cody Baker, Scott Robinson. We do the door car versus dragster thing again. We give the door car a little head start again. We send the dragster on the chase again. And we'll find out at the 8th mile who wins again. Dragster's taking care of business. 009 on the starting line. 17th thou out in front at the finish line, and that'll get it done. Scott was close to the dial, but he missed a tree. I still had the wrong ladder. You guys, I can't believe you guys keep trusting me with paperwork. I have proven time and time again that I cannot be trusted with paperwork. Here's top comp. Cody Baker, Mike Kenworthy. Now this better be the semifinals, or I'm just going to set all my paperwork on fire. We got dragster versus door car times 2. Will we have 2 dragsters in the final? Will we have 2 door cars in the final? Or will we do another mix and match? I'll let you know here in a minute. Yeah, a minute and a half. Yeah, a minute and 3/4. Red, light, start. Cody Baker, 007 red. Mike Kenworthy in the money run. 521 on a 520. 453 for Cody Baker. Both of them go one above the dial, but only Mike was green. So now what? James Rutherford in the probe. Jeremy Swords in the dragster. Again, not a whole lot of handicap between the two, but the door car is going to get a little bit of a head start. Just a little. This time the North Green, we're going to have to figure it out down there. The probe trying to hold on. The dragster trying to run down. Probe 83 on the 82. Had the reaction advantage as well. 64 on a 66 for Jeremy and still couldn't get there, so Jim Rutherford come back. Run Mike in the final. As they say, what are the odds that we get down to the final in top comp? And we've got two door cars. The probe of James Rutherford out of Alberta. The Firebird of Mike Kenworthy out of Washington. The orange car trying to keep the trophy on this side of the line. Kenworthy trying to take it to the other side of the line. 482 to a 520, the difference in dial. I count that as 3800s. A little less than a full bulb. Of course, since they're both hitting the top, it really doesn't matter that much, but let's see who did a better job predicting what the car would run for the final time today. Both get away on the green. Kenworthy takes his head start. Rutherford pulls up alongside, looks over, waved at him, I think, when he went by. 483 on a 482. That's a winner. Had an 017 light. Got there first. Got it done. Congratulations, Jim Rutherford.